Hey guys, it's Renee. Welcome to this Christmas table setup DIYs. I have 3 of them for you. And for the first one, we're going to be making something for utensils. I'm going to be taking this red piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in kind of like 2/3 of it, but a bit more than that, as you can see. I'm just going to fold it. I'm going to cut the excess. On one of the sides, going towards the inside, I'm going to fold it again, but just smaller. And so once I close it back, then I'm just going to cut that excess. And then because this is way too long for what I want it to be, I'm just going to be taking that piece of paper that I just cut it, and then I'm just going to base myself to just cut a bit more. Then I'm going to be taking this huge cookie cutter. I got this on a set a long time ago, and I'm just going to mark on the edges or the corners around edge. And then I'm going to open this thing and I'm just going to cut that. Being real careful at this point that none of my tracing is visible because I don't want this to be visible. You can also mark it from the inside. That would have been easier, but I just did this. And once I've done that, I'm just going to open it from the inside, and on that I'm going to be adding some double-sided tape, and then I'm just going to close it. And then I'm going to be taking this black piece of paper and I'm going to mark a stripe. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to be using my double-sided tape and I'm going to just stick it until I'm done. And then for the buckle part, I'm going to be taking my ruler and I'm going to be taking one of those foamy papers and I'm going to cut the buckle part, which is pretty much first a stripe and then a rectangle. And then I'm going to mark on the inside how much I'm going to be cutting from the inside, if that makes any sense at all. It's pretty much like a square, but smaller than the square that you have. And then once it's done, I'm going to be painting this with my gold acrylic paint, and then I'm just going to be using my brush. But then I'm going to be taking some, again, double-sided tape. I'm going to be taping that in, and then your utensils can go inside. I saw this idea online a long time ago, and I wanted to recreate it, so hopefully you like it. For the glass one, I'm just using an empty glass. I'm just going to be taking my black piece of paper, but I'm going to be cutting a stripe, and for that, I'm going to be marking how much I want to cut from this, and then cut it. It's pretty simple. And because in this kind of papers, I don't have enough, and this glass is fatter, I just went ahead and cut it another piece, a tiny piece, and then I'm going to stick it using my double-sided tape. I wanted to mention that if you have a ribbon, a black ribbon, you can use that as well. It's going to be actually better, I think, because of the shape, but I didn't have any, and I thought of going for this method just in case some of you don't have. And for the buckle, I did the same thing that I did on the previous one, and I'm going to add some gold glitter. And to add the glitter, I'm just going to be painting a second coat of gold acrylic paint, and then I'm just going to add the glitter. Once they are dry, I'm just going to remove the whole thing, and this is going to be so much fun because it's going to be sparkly. And then I'm just going to be gluing that in. I could have used a hot glue gun, but to be honest, I had the glue in front of me, so I just went ahead and glued that like this, and you're just going to wait for that to dry. And this is it for the glass. I think it looks super cute and festive as well. And you can use this to, have some wine to make toast, or if you're underage or you don't like alcohol, you can drink water, juice, milk, whatever you like. But this is it for this one. And then here comes the last one. I'm just going to be taking one of these plates, and then I'm just going to be pretty much working from the bottom part, if that makes any sense at all. But I'm just going to be making the belt as you see me doing right here as normal, like this. I'm just going to be putting my plate upside down, and I'm just going to take my double-sided tape and I'm just going to tape it. Then I'm going to be taking pieces of painter's tape and I'm just going to mark around this shape, and I'm going to be taking back the middle part that I just removed. I'm going to be using my double-sided tape and I'm just going to tape it. I'm going to remove that part. So hopefully I'm making some kind of sense here, and hopefully you can follow what I'm doing. I'm going to be taking some glue, I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to be taking some glitter. First the gold glitter, and I'm just going to cover the whole thing in that glitter. once that's starting to dry, I'm just going to remove the glitter, and then I'm just going to remove my tape and the piece of paper that I just had in the middle. So this is going to be the buckle on the inside, and we needed this before because this is going to be like upside down, as I mentioned before. Then I'm going to be taking my brush and I'm going to be cleaning all my like glitter, because I don't want any glitter to be seen on like the black part. Then I'm going to be taking more tape and I'm going to be working on the black part now. They're going to be doing that you see me doing right now in the other side as well. And then I'm going to be gluing the whole thing, like adding glue to that. Then I'm going to add the black glitter. I found it easier to just work with one like side at a time, hold the plate as I'm doing right here, and then add the glitter on top in there. And I'm just going to be pushing it a bit so it gets stuck in there. Then for the middle part, it's pretty much adding glue and then adding the glitter. You're just going to remove the excess of glitter. Don't worry, don't panic. It looks white now because of the glue, but it's going to be nice and shiny at the end. I found it best to, again, grab my plate and work with like kind of like sections of glue at a time. So I'm just going to be covering the whole half of that, like that side, and glue, and then working my way with the glitter. Because I'm not going to be holding this for the entire time that it takes for it to dry, I'm just going to be taking my acrylic paint and I'm just going to rest it in there, but with a bit of an angle, if that makes any sense. Once that's done, this was like the next day, I'm just going to be working on the other side, doing the same thing, and I ended up doing twice what I did here. And now if you want that red part to be more pigmented, you're just gonna have to do the whole thing twice. Add the glue, then the glitter, then wait for it to dry, like fully dry, remove the excess, make sure it's like completely dry, and then go ahead and add another like layer of glue, then another layer of glitter, then just remove that. Then I'm just going to be taking one of these art brushes and I'm just going to clean the excess before I just go ahead and move it. So this is what it looks like on the back, really nice and shiny. I could stare at this like the whole day, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to be using this as, you know, for snacks. I wouldn't use this plate as for a proper meal because of the glitter and because of the glue. More so is for display for like snacks, popcorn, chocolate, those kind of things. I know I like to watch a lot of like Christmas stuff during this time of year with my family, and this is a nice way to display some like snacks. So these are the 3 ideas that I wanted to share with you. Hopefully you like them. This is one of my last Christmas videos of this year. Hopefully you're liking all of them. If you are, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I can make more for next year. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later and take care. Bye guys. These were so easy to make. Those. Yep.